Hello, Tamara here. Nice of you to join me. On today's video, we are going to be decorating and making up our page 8 in our first album of the Chest of Memories series of videos. We're very nearly at the end of album 1, so you've worked really hard. You really have to get to this far. So the last page is going to be a quick and simple page. We're just going to decorate it up and then just add a booklet inside, so a little tiny booklet that we can fit into our pocket. So pretty simple. Now if you're following this these tutorials, you don't have to keep the pages in the same order I've done. You can do page 8 on page 4, you could do page 3 on page 2, so you can mess around with them. You don't have to keep them in the order I've done. So that's something to bear in mind. Now you can also use exactly the same pages in your album 2, but again swap them round so they make for a different book. It's entirely up to you. So to make up our last page, now I haven't measured it because I will let you into not so much, it's not a secret, but I'd actually made this page up, but there was quite a lot of cardstock that would have to go into this page, and I'm a bit conscious of making our books too bulky to then fit into our chest, so I had to be a little bit mindful. So I'm going to save this page for our album 2. So as I say, we're just going to make up a very simple booklet and colour, and then we can decorate the page. So let me just grab a pencil and my trusty ruler. So for the pocket, if we cut our pattern paper at 5 5/8, and I think it is by 2 1/4. Okay, so that's the pocket. And then for the back of our book, the back of our page, now we don't need to go all the way to the bottom of the pocket, so I'm just going to go probably about 1 inch in. So I'm going to cut my page at 4 7/8, and then that will be by 5 5/8. okay, so that's then the pocket, the page. So we can then, for our booklet can be at, let's get this right. If we put our booklet at 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. So to make our booklet, you will need to cut your cardstock at 11 inches by 5 1/2, and then to make the booklet, you will then need to score at 5 1/2. So let me get my pattern paper. We'll do this page on here, and then we'll cover the rest of our booklet with that on the front. So let me get my, we are 4 7/8. My trimmer out, and I'm going to do the top, so I'll do this way, which is there. So I'm going to cut it this bit and have this bit in here. So 4 7/8 by 5 5/8. Oh, I should have used that one. So that then is going to be for the back of it. And then that can fit on there. So let's grab my glue. Don't forget to round your corners if you need to. And I need to. So on the pocket, you just round the corners at the bottom, and on the pocket base you just round the corners at the top. Okay, and if you are doing the inky edges, don't forget to ink your edges. Now I'm speeding through this because this is, oh, do you know what I've done? Okay, so what you need to do is I've actually rounded 2 of my corners and I should have only rounded 1. So what I should have done is only rounded the 1 corner, but I rounded 2. So if you're doing it, just round the 1. But because this is my last page, I'm going to leave it in. Now I would have done, if I'd have done this probably on one of the first pages, I would have redone it. But as it's the last page, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't look that much out of place. It looks actually very nice. I just like to keep my corners the same. But you may like that if you do the double corners. So again, it's your personal choice. So now we've decorated that page. How quick was that? That was really quick. I think it took us longer to pick the pattern paper than what it did to actually cut it and put it on. So you then need to get some cardstock and cut out your booklet. So that was 11 by 5.5. Oh, I've gone over the so 5.5. I'm sure that was 5.5. Like so. Now you could make a couple booklets. Actually, you could made 2 booklets and put them together and done like a concertina type book. So you don't have to just do the 1. So 5.5 would be our. Oh, I think I've gone through that. I have. Right, okay. Let's do another one. I think I was a bit too bashful with the bashful. That's not right, is it? I was a bit too forceful. Now, okay, 11 by 5.5, and then go. So then we score it at 5.5 down. Fold it over and score. There we go. Make sure it's nice and even, which mine is now not. So if that happens, all I do is just re-crease that score, but I hold it against the side of my scoreboard and then hold it very tight, and then you can rescore and refold that crease, and then you can get your edges in the correct place. So we can move that out of the way, and I'm going to round all 4 corners on my little booklet. Now you can put in here, you can put a little pocket if you wanted to. You could put 2 pockets down. if you wanted to have a pocket in there, so that would be an idea. You could maybe fold them over and have like a fold out book if you wanted. You could do what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some paper clips behind and sort of have my photo mats on your paper clips so you can interchange them. So let's cover this. If I get my pencil. So this will be 5 3/8 by oh, I was trying to see if I could remember and I can't. So I know it would be 5 3/8. So 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Oh wow, I didn't. That's handy. So let's just check it fits. And it does. Look at that. That's a nice fit. I like it as well because it's not as big as the page, so you can actually see the page top as well. So that's handy. So let's cut our paper, and I'm going to try and use this one on the front if I can. So I'm going to cut this one at then 5 3/8 by hopefully 5, and so if I cut that there, let's have a look at this side. So that is, I've cut that one off and maybe go 5 3/8. Oh, that's just in there. Look at that. I couldn't have got that any perfecter. Round the corners. Do you know what? I've had a lovely day today. I'm filming this and it's a Saturday, and I had some visitors today. It was really nice to see them. So I've had a lovely day. We had some lunch and a good old chinwag, as we say in England, and we did socially distance, and there was only 2 people, so we were within the regulations as of today. So it was very nice, and we just had a lovely time. So yeah, what do you do? What does everybody do on their weekends? Do they get on with housework, or do you is that your time for crafting on a weekend? Let me know in the comments down below what you do on a weekend, wherever you are. So that's our first page, and how nice does that look? I love that on the front. It says made with love, so that's great. And inside I am going to just paper piece, so I'm going to use my scraps up, and that way I feel I'm using all of my paper. So I'm going to do that. find the corner chomper. And round the corners, ink the edges. Oh, I've got it now, haven't I? If you've watched any of the previous videos, I kept saying ink my corners and round my edges, and I just could not remember. It was like a mental block. So let's glue. This glue is really good actually. I've not had to stop and unclog, and that's up the wrong way. There we go. There we are. So put that, make sure that's nice and close. Now what I'm going to do is I have got no, not those. I've got some gold, or I've got some black, or I've got like a rose gold. Let's have a look. See, that one looks quite nice. It's quite a small paper clip, so we could put that on there. And then what we could do is on the back here, cut out some of your white cards. Now I'm going to cut this at 5 by 5, like so, round the edges, like so, and then I'm going to just down one side, I'm going to put a slither of paper. So that's a nice one, so we can put that down. That looks lovely actually. So this will be at 4 7/8. Okay, so that can go there. Round the 2 corners, or round 4 if you want to round 4. Like so. Ink those edges. Has anybody joined my new group that has watched my videos? I'd be interested to see. It's a new group over on Facebook called Memories Paper Art. It's a very relaxed group, and we post now and again, which is really nice. So pop over there. It'd be lovely to see all your work. As I say, it's getting started at the minute. So as I say, it's well, it's new. It's a little bubba at the minute. So we haven't got very many members, which is nice because it's a nice small group as well, and we all just showcase what we make. And if you've seen a good bargain somewhere, we can post in the group you know, where you found a good bargain, or what you've bought, or what you've made even. That would help, wouldn't it? So I'm just doing exactly the same as what I did on the one that was inside. I'm just doing one for the back, and I'm going to put this one this side, and I'm going to round them edges like so. And then I'm going to stick this in like that. I'm going to stick that side, and that's good. So then that can go on the back, so it can be taken off and put back on, or you know, and written about. You can put some photographs in there as well, so there's lots of space in there. So bring in our book. Wow, this is going to be the quickest page I think that we've ever done. And then that can go into our pocket like so. Now you can embellish this, put something on here if you want to, maybe put a nice little sentiment. We could do that if I can find one. If you've got, I'll tell you what we can do. Should we cut one of these up and we can put that on there as a little, I think we should have this actually here, the one with the dress. Okay, so let me put that there. There and there. Okay, I'm just going to trim those corners off, but I'm going to do that with the scissors. You just snip like so, and I shall ink the edges as well, and then I'm going to back it onto some black card just to make it a bit more durable, not as flimsy. Okay. So let me get my black card, and I'm just going to back it on and then just use the layering rulers to get the layers right. So actually I should have used the other glue. Oh, never mind, I've done it now. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in my cutting mat. Okay, I'm really sorry. I'd actually cut this out before I thought I'd pressed record and I hadn't. So, but all I did was I just used my knife and my layering ruler. And the layering ruler, all it is, it's got different widths on it. So you just put the width that you want to cut at onto your piece of paper, or what it is you want to cut out. And it's got like a little ridge underneath, and you just butt that up to your project, and then you cut off the excess, and it gives you that perfect layer, 1/8 inch border around the whole of your project. So I'm just going to stick that onto there like so. Now what you could also do is add some glossy accent onto this to make it stand out more. I'm not going to do that on this time because I want to stick it in. Now I'm not going to use glue on this, I'm just going to use tape. So work out how much you want to be shown above your pocket, and then just add your double-sided tape or glue. I wouldn't suggest foam tape, because you don't want to add any more bulk to the album than you need to. So, okay, let's put that on like so, and then that is then a little element on there that is just a nice feature. We've used that tag as like a topper on there as our well, just as our decoration really. And then our book is still quite nice and not as full, so it's quite sort of squishy. So we can then add the front and the spine and the back. Now I've still got to do, I haven't done them yet, is the tags that go into our pockets, but I thought I can leave you up to doing those yourself. Okay, I will put them in, and also the tags that go into the side of the pockets, the pages as well. I'm not going to do that on camera, but you can, I'll put them on the finished article once we've finished it. So I'm going to leave that here, and then we can decorate the front and that in the next video. So as always, thank you for watching. I've enjoyed your company. I hope I've kept you entertained for however many minutes I've been on. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. That will be down below. It's not up the top, it's down there. And yes, all that does will give you a ping into your email to say that I've uploaded a new video, so you will then be one of the first to view my videos when they come out, because you'll get a notification. Come and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. On both of those I post on quite regularly. I also have a new group, as I mentioned earlier, called Memories Paper Art. Come over there and join in. Share your projects that you've made using my tutorials, or any projects that you've made. It would be lovely to see them. Links will be in the description down below, so click on them and then you're all sorted. Also, I'll put a few shopping links in there to different bits and bobs that I've used through the videos, so that you can go and have a peruse around those. I'm not affiliated with any of them. I don't get paid to use their products. It's just shops that I have bought from in the past, and I've bought some of the things that I've used for my projects on the video. So I like to share the love. Anyway, I will stop waffling and I will see you on the next one. Bye.